So the time has come for me to list down my fearless forecast for this year's Binibining Pilipinas after covering them extensively for the past 3 months. I will only be listing down 12 girls in my list because I heard from the grapevine that there will only be top 12 for the finals on Sunday night, which means as early as now, maraming paiiyaking mga Merly ang Binibining Pilipinas yet again. So this list I am about to enumerate is just so heartbreaking as there are so many girls whom I consider dark horses are not here in my final top 12. This is just so sad. Anyway, enough of my musings. Let's start now as this will be a long video. At number 12 is Hurley Nicole Budol. I know some of you might be hating me for putting Hurley in this position. I think Hurley has worked hard to earn her spot here in the top 12. When she first announced her intention to join Binibining Pilipinas through Karen Davila's YouTube channel, I was really doubtful about her chances given her background. But over time, she was able to prove that there is more to her than meets the eye. More than the physical transformation in her va-va-voom figure. Wow. It's her determination to succeed in beating the odds that have really struck me about her. And covering her for the past 3 months has been such a joy talaga. Kasi nakikita ko talaga in those 3 months na talagang lumalaban talaga siya at pinapatunayan ni Hurley na kaya niya makipagsabayan sa mga Englishera niyang mga batchmates. When you watch all her interviews, she makes sense and does not beat around the bush, which is really refreshing. Yun nga lang, the only reason why I am putting her here on this kinda low spot is because of her inability to rise up to occasions where she has to speak her mind. Meaning to say, kasi naalala ko during her solo press conference 3 weeks ago, I was disappointed when she did not answer directly about the social issues she would like to tackle or take up for her platform in Binibini, and instead went light and trivial about her answer, which I feel is a missed opportunity for her. And then during the primer, a few days ago, although she spoke in Tagalog, I still found it a bit wanting and lacking in content. That's why I am so ambivalent about her chances of snagging a crown on Sunday. But by all means, guys, if Hurley can prove me wrong by coming out with a well thought out answer in Filipino come finals night, then I wouldn't mind her winning a crown. But for now, a top 12 slot is enough, or a Miss Araneta City Special Award is enough for the body of work that she has done for her candidacy here in Binibining Pilipinas. And now we go to my 11th spot, and I'm giving it to Cyril Payumo from Porac, Pampanga. Yes, I feel this is such a low placement for Cyril, as I feel this Binibini has done enough or performed enough as well to at least penetrate to the winning circle. She is just so beautiful and statuesque in person. Ang amo na mukha, matangkad, and is a very consistent performer in all the crucial activities of Binibining Pilipinas. Na I really wouldn't mind her making it to the final list in account of everything that she has done so far. Na she performed in the Jag Jeans segment, napansin ko siya doon, had a great Nat Costern, and performed so well during the press presentation. Na talagang galawang pageant veteran na talaga siya, having competed abroad, but probably there are other Binibinis who have captured my attention and interest for the 4 titles at stake this year. I just wish she has a huge social media presence. So, because I would have loved to get to know her better. If only Binibining Pilipinas has a 5th title at stake this year, then I really wouldn't mind giving it to her. And now we go to my top 10, and number 10 on my list is CJ Opiasa from Zambales. After zooming ahead of the pack during the press presentation last time, all eyes are really on this Binibini if she can sustain her momentum, and I believe this Binibini has also done enough to make it to top 12 at the very least. The reason why I am ranking her so low is because she is only my second overall choice for Miss Grand International, just because of how she really looked the prototype of for the pageant. Now she also did well during the primer, so there is nothing to really critique about her at this point in time. It's just that my first choice for MGI, which you will eventually know later, is so strong that I don't think CJ can topple her down. But if my first choice buckles her Q&A in the finals, then CJ Opiasa could easily snatch the title from my first choice. And now we go to my ninth spot, and I'm giving it to Graciela Liman from Mindoro Oriental. It also pains me to put this Binibining in this position, as I feel Graciela has done enough as well to make it to the winner's circle. Kasi she really killed it with her national costume, came out with a great presentation during the press presentation, spoke very well then during the primer. So consistency-wise, she is really up there. And to think she has also addressed her styling issues, but I feel her physical transformation may have been too much for everyone's taste, which I feel is preventing her from making it to everyone's list. I think that's the only reason I can think of right now, but given how Binibini has been giving emphasis on Q&A, which is Graciela's strength to begin with, then I wouldn't mind Graciela proving me wrong and grabbing one of the crowns at stake on Sunday night. And now we go to my 8th spot, and I'm giving it to Ana Valencia from Cavite. No doubt, Ana Valencia is one of the most beautiful faces in this year's competition, coupled with that imposing height and alabaster skin. However, the positives will stop right there, as I feel Ana has to improve in a lot of aspects of the competition. For one, her pasarela needs a lot of work. She also looks quite stiff during her Natcos turn, and that's a lot for me in a very competitive batch this year. Now, when it comes to her Q&A naman, it also leaves me wanting for more, as I still find her lightweight about this. Because I want her to be more convincing when she speaks. And never mind her vocal tone. She's really mahinhin, and that makes her Miss International worthy for me. I just would like also I would just also like her to have a better grasp or full understanding of what she's getting into, so that she can come out stronger and better if she joins again next year or in the near future. Sa totoo lang, gusto ko munang paiyakin talaga ng malala si Ana this year. So she will come back with more gravitas next year or in the near future. Para magkaroon ba ng konting angas ba? Like how Pia had it during her second try in Binibining Pilipinas. And now we go to my 7th spot, and I'm giving it to Diana Maki from Nueva Ecija. So close yet so far. This is how I am exactly feeling for Diana Maki at this moment. I just can't believe I am putting her in this very crucial position, as I feel she has been quite shaky this past few weeks. Yup, shaky. Although I defended her lukewarm press presentation 3 weeks ago as part of her strategy, I am now starting to think otherwise. Because Diana has failed to excite me even after that. Because I hardly felt her during the Jag Jeans show or her presence in the national costume competition. And I don't know why she has been playing low-key lately, considering that she is already a pageant veteran and a celebrity and has a capacity to do a lot of pasabogs on social media. Whereas her fellow celebrities like Stacy and Nicole, Budol are always all over the place in events with their engaging personalities. Diana has remained quite meek and reserved, and it's boggling me right now. Although she has improved so much in her Q&A given her performance during the primer, I feel it is still not enough for me to give her a title this year. So for now, I am putting her in this position. But who knows, I could be wrong on Sunday. Now, let's go to my title assignments finally. Ito na guys, for Miss Globe, I have 2 candidates in mind, as I haven't solved my dilemma about this girls yet. So here it is. The first girl on my Globe list is Gabi Bashano from Eastern Borongan, Samar. Gabi's second foray in Binibining Pilipinas is one interesting case we need to carefully study. When we saw her again during the final screening, we thought she was hesitant or her heart was not into it, given how she was badly styled and out of shape that night. Naalala niyo pa ba yun? And for the next few weeks, she really wasted that momentum that she had as the outgoing runner-up of the pageant by lacking the spark or losing her winning form last year. And it even led me to think whether it was the right time for her to come back or join again. But realizing the initial setbacks that she had, she finally picked up the slack and completely transformed to be the contender that she should have been from the get-go. Kasi when July finally came, she was back to her fighting form as she unleashed her killer pasarela skills during press presentation, detonated her Mama Mary national costume bomb, which has continued to be the talk of the pageant fans even up until this day, and gave a very decent performance during the Q&A primer a few days ago. At first, I was really hesitant to give her this Globe title or even the top title since she is always topsy-turvy for me. But after carefully evaluating her stock as a contestant, it is such a shame. I realize it is such a shame to give this not to give this Binibini her long overdue crown, as she really has strong stage presence and can be a force to reckon with in the international stage. And in order for Gabi to win this title on Sunday, she really needs to speak with more conviction during the Q&A on finals night. Na no stuttering, no buckling, kailangan sumagot na siya straight up to finally win her much desired crown on Sunday night. And the second girl on my Globe list is Karen Mendoza from Iloilo City. I know you are all surprised that I am giving her this title assignment, but hear me out, guys. Karen is originally one of my picks for Miss International, and she still looks Miss International prototype even up until this day. However, I feel her age might prevent her from achieving this top title. Why? Because she is turning 27 this year, and should she win the crown on Sunday, she will have to wait it out for another year to compete for Miss International. Yes, she is still very much eligible for this title, but I feel the odds against her are on her side, as no Miss International title holder has been crowned above 25 years old in recent years. So this is why I am putting her to the Globe title instead. Her age, 27 at this moment, is still within the Miss Globe age limit, which is until 30 years old, right? Anyway, Karen is versatile enough to go sexier should she win this title, given how the Miss Globe organization seems to be partial to candidates who are tall and model-esque. So, as you can see, guys, it's Karen versus Gabi for me for the Miss Globe title this year. And whoever comes out with the less stellar performance on Sunday is my second runner-up. And now we go to my Miss Intercontinental final hot pick, and I'm giving it to Stacy Gabriel from Cainta Rizal. Yep, surprise. Yes, I am going out on a limb to put this celebrity actress for my Miss Intercontinental title. I know she is an out-of-the-box choice, but I know Binibini will always throw us a curveball come finals night, and I'm pretty sure Stacy will really be up there just because she is really a killer in the Q&A department, apart from possessing a knockout beauty in the pageant as well. And sa true lang, guys, Stacy has really impressed me the moment I saw her for the very first time during the final screening last April, and I still remember how she was a ball of sunshine with her chatty self to all of us pressers during the ambush interviews with the media right after the presentation of the official candidates during the final screening. And since then, guys, she has never failed to wow me and the fans every time she opens the show. Because, diba, she is Binibini number 1. Now, she is really engaging and sweet as a candidate, a result of being in the limelight for quite some time now. I know you might say she might be overshadowed by other contestants because of her height, but I feel her beauty and personality combined will be more than enough to make up for it. That same beauty and personality, I feel, will prove to be a hit in Miss Intercontinental, which will be held in Egypt later this year, where I feel sheer beauty and great attitude are a prerequisite to winning that crown nowadays. So I feel she is the best Binibini to go for a back-to-back mission in Miss Intercontinental. And I know she will really do well in Q&A and will do a Resham Said and Samantha Pandillo tomorrow night. And now we go to my Miss Grand International pick, and I'm giving it to, no surprise, Roberta Mundo. I think all of us are in unison that Roberta is the perfect Binibini to avenge our loss in this pageant system last year. Roberta's winning glow has been so evident since start to finish. Now I can't believe how she has been able to sustain this considering that she is only 19 years old. Yeah, she's only 19 but she acts like a seasoned pageant veteran already with her social media pasabogs, stage performance, and sheer determination to win. I really feel she is one of a kind and is already a lock in the winner's circle of majority this year. Sa totoo lang, for me, it will just depend on how the judges and the Binibining execom's wisdom as to where to put her come Sunday night. But if I were one of the judges on Sunday, I will really assign her the Binibining Pilipinas Grand International title because she also looks the Filipina prototype that the pageant owner really likes. Na alam kong she may never have a strong social media following yet like Hurley, but I feel she will eventually amass that kind of huge following among pageant fans here and abroad given her numerous pasabog photo shoots on social media left and right leading up to her international competition. And eventually, her name will definitely ring a bell even outside the Philippines. And now we go to my top title picks. Miss International, and I've got two candidates to win Miss International this year, and whoever gives a less stellar performance on Sunday will have to settle for my first runner-up position. And the first girl I am predicting to win Binibining Pilipinas International this year is none other than Chelsea Fernandez from Tacloban. Yes, I have been amazed at how Chelsea has run her campaign in Binibining Pilipinas this year. Initially, I was very dismissive of her chances when the pageant started just because I was not really convinced with her communication skills. I remember attending a pro-media event in January where I feel she was very shy and coy with her answers, but seeing her growth in Binibining Pilipinas has made me think otherwise. Chelsea, I reckon, has also worked hard enough for us to see the merit and wisdom of being pegged for Miss International. Na she was great with her catwalk during the press presentation except for her facial transitions which still needs much improvement. And nakita nyo naman, she was also one of the standouts during the Jag Jeans fashion show and the recently concluded primer on Kumu. So overall, she's really a well-rounded candidate. Although at times she sounds pageant patty with her answers, I still think those are very minor and can still be easily trained. It is also in this reason, kaya this is why I'm saying Chelsea is still a work in progress candidate. And I feel we don't have to necessarily send the most prepared candidate for Miss International just yet, as she will still get to compete more than a year from now because Hannah is competing still later this year. So there is more time to prepare her, to hone her skills. So I don't mind Chelsea being crowned on Sunday night. But I just hope she really gives out an outstanding answer during the finals because if not, Nicole Borromeo from Cebu will steal this top title from her. Yup. Nicole is still very much in contention for this top title despite missing the all-important press presentation due to COVID earlier this month. She is just Miss International prototype for me as well, as she has a Barbie doll-like face which I really liken to both Carla Abellana and Marian Rivera combined. Guys, ganun talaga siya kaganda in person and she is so soft-spoken in person. Mahinhin, sweet, and courteous every time pageant peeps like me are invited to cover Binibini events. Imagine guys, if she could already display this kind of great rapport and feedback from the pageant pressers, how much more pa kaya to the staff and crew of Binibining Pilipinas and Araneta City inside. Right? So she is just a great gal or a candidate to cover overall, as she is so refreshing, especially when she answers. And I reckon she will definitely disarm us with her wit and charisma come Q&A during finals night. But personally, I would love for her to settle for a runner-up position first so she can still polish some of the aspects of her candidacy which still needs improvement, like her catwalk, which I haven't seen fully yet, or her styling. But if Chelsea won't get this one on Sunday, I want this woman, this Binibining Nicole, to get it instead. So it's really Miss International title or runner-up position for Nicole for me. But you know what keeps my hopes up that Nicole can actually win it all on Sunday night? Well, if you will look at the recent history of Binibining Pilipinas, it has always been a candidate from Aces and Queens camp who always wins the title in recent memory. Napansin nyo, since Kylie's Miss International win in 2016, the Binibining Pilipinas title has always gone to a candidate from Aces and Queens. 2016 si Kylie, Mariel De Leon in 2017, Atisa Manalo in 2018, Patch Magtanong in 2019, Hannah Arnold in 2021, and who knows, Nicole could be the next in line. So think about it. So there you go, guys. How do you find my final hot picks for Binibining Pilipinas this year? As you can see, I am trying to be fearless and gutsy with my forecast here because I feel you all deserve to find out my fearless forecast. And sa totoo lang, guys, nahirapan talaga ako to come out with this final leaderboard as I find this year's batch very, very, very competitive. Na it's really a bloodbath. And anyone can really win the titles at stake this year. And I may have already come out with my final list, but I am open to be proven wrong once again, whatever the results will turn out to be this coming Sunday. So if I don't accurately call it on finals night, it's okay. I won't feel bad reading all your nasty comments about my inaccurate forecast next week. Because in the past 2 years, guys, I have been blogging here. It's always important that I always own my truth and speak my mind, regardless however different my list is from yours. Kasi at the end of the day, I should be at peace with my final leaderboard. Kasi ito yung nakita ko sa mga contestants natin in the flesh, in the ground, in all the numerous Binibini coverage I had been invited to cover. Na there are just so many instances behind the scenes that I saw which also proved to be helpful for me in coming out with my list. But you know what, guys? What turned out to be the most helpful for me in coming out with this list? Binalikan ko lang or I went back to my experience during the final screening last April. Kung sino ba talaga yung mga candidates na talagang tumatak sa akin nung time na yun, nung umpisa pa lang. Since lahat kasi ng mga contestants nag-level up na in these 3 months, binalikan ko na lang talaga kung sino talaga yung tumatak sa akin nung final screening na naging consistent till the very end. And those are Roberta, Chelsea, Nicole Borromeo, and Stacy Gabriel. Alright, guys, ang haba na nito. I will see you in Araneta Coliseum this Sunday night. The show will start at 9 p.m. based on the poster released by Binibining Pilipinas, but I am pretty sure it will start very late. So there is enough time for us to chat and say hi to each other along the sidelines. I can't wait to see you all, and let's have fun cheering for all our favorite contestants. So last na, I will try my best also to capture as many footages as possible for you guys, for all your enjoyment here, guys. If Araneta won't employ a signal jammer inside, I will also try my best to go live for you there before the start of the show. Alright, guys, until my next video, see you in Araneta on Sunday night. Bye!